Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Minecraft. Now, as you can see, I have been very busy off camera. I went ahead and flattened a whole bunch of this area out for our next building project. We decided not to do the jungle, however, the jungle is down that way, probably one of the reasons that things were lagging out just a little bit. I've tweaked the settings a bit. You'll notice that everything looks maybe a little bit less fancy. But I think it's okay. I actually like the leaves like this, not transparent. But I'm hoping that this is going to be a large enough area for our build. Now let me tell you guys what we are going to be building. And I think for some of the old school gamers, I think you guys are actually going to enjoy it. I was thinking about doing an alliance keep via World of Warcraft, or just Warcraft in general. And then I was thinking about a Japanese style castle, and I was looking at Japanese style castle designs, and then it hit me what I was actually going to build. I am going to build the Germanic castle from Age of Empires 2. I don't know how many of you guys would actually remember that, but certain races had a castle design that I really liked, and I thought, hey, I could definitely build that. So let's head to base camp real quick. And it's going to be a pretty big build, smaller than I thought it would be, but there's going to be a lot of challenges because we're going to have to guesstimate sizes, as well as the entire interior has pretty much been left to our imagination. So let's go ahead. As you can see, I have a lot of dirt and other such materials, and that's one of the things I love about starting over with a new build. You kind of get used to it, and then when you start doing this again, you're like, oh, okay. Let's keep that 60. Let's take these. That gives us almost 5 stacks of regular stone to play around with later. Obviously, I'm going to be having to do some massive cobble mining, and these furnaces have been running at their max capacity, let's say. But let's go ahead. And I really don't need the workbench for this, but oh well. We're going to start by getting a large group of brick. Now, the Germanic castle, or we'll call it the just the German castle, has a lot of brick. A lot of stone brick. Actually, most of the build, I believe, is probably going to be stone brick. So the good news is we can make a ton of this stuff and never be short of it. Or never not have enough, rather. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now I can't at the moment determine where exactly or how big the complex is going to be, so I guess we will start the build right here. This is going to be the entryway. We'll clear this out, maybe make a stairway or something of that nature. But the gatekeeper towers are a little bit bigger than the rest of them. They're going to have to be... Most of these blocks are actually can be done in 5x5 towers. But for these, we have to do 7x7. So, let's do 1, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 2, 3... And this is for the stairway going up to the drawbridge. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I used to play so much Age of Empires, it was ridiculous. I have some friends of mine who've been playing the Age of Empires 2 HD, and they really want me to play. And I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. If it... Well... I don't know where the stairway. These are probably going to be probably 2 to 3 stories high, added with the battlements from the tower. So let's. I think we should just make a blank tower and then add the windows and the rest of the stuff as needed. I think we're going to do that. I need to decide how big I want this entry path to be. Probably 3, similar to the Adobe house. I'm taking dirt just because I'll normally be doing dirt towers. As you can see, I've made a diamond shovel and have almost worn it down to breaking. And we're going to have to build that one up anyway. So there's 3. There we are. Now what I might do is turn that little archway into a different stone type, just to get some variation, but this is more proof of concept now than anything. Alright, so that will be the primary entrance, and we're actually going to be starting a stairway going up almost immediately. So if we were doing that, I'm trying to find out where the entrance from the drawbridge would be. 2, 3, and 1, 2. I actually think that will work. 2, 3, and then we can just put right there. Well, no, let's keep on building. Let's put another layer here. Then we could put a stairway leading up to this side. This might be a little bit bigger build than I thought, at least height-wise. And I'm okay with that. It'll be nice to do something height-related after spending all that time working basically on a one-story house. Starting to get night, though. And I still have 37 levels, and I forgot to get all the books from the Adobe house that we had, all the spares. It's horrible. So that's good. I'm looking at a picture of the place right now, of the castle design. And it's not so much a castle as it is a keep. But the keep is the most important part of the castle, so that'll have to do. I guess we could add walls and whatnot if we were feeling particularly froggy. But let's just stick with this at the moment. So we still have plenty of stone, right? Let's build... Actually, what we are going to do is I don't want to keep coming back for a workbench. We'll take the workbench over here. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty tall build. If that's just the... If this is right here, it's going to be the equivalent of the first floor. And this is just the gate. I'm not even like touching the main body of the castle yet. So then, let's get some stone brickway made. And this is actually going to take a lot to do. So let's start with 24. 24. And if we're starting right at this area, I know I really hate to spend this brick, but oh well, we'll be making a ton of it, and keep this area full just because of the monsters that may potentially spawn. We'll put torches around here and also some windows. 2, 3. See, whenever I played Age of Empires, everyone has their faction, you know, their preferred style. I don't know how the game is now in terms of strategy or anything, but I loved the Celts. The Woad Raiders were definitely my favorite out of... Okay, that looks pretty good, I think. Gonna make this brick just so it... There we are. Now I'm going to be taking out all this and replacing it with dirt after we're done with the meat and potatoes of the build. And we'll put that right there since it's a 5x5. Now this will be another similar entryway, and this was 1, 2, 3, a 3x3. So this one will have to be a 3x3 as well. And then we're going to make a drawbridge to go to a higher tower, and that's actually going to be the main entrance into the castle. There will be no entrance on this side at all, We will potentially have to have a ladder or something. That's actually a really good point. What will I need to do to actually get up to the battlements of this tower? Well, I guess we will find out soon enough. Trial and error. But I had a friend named Mason, and we used to play Age of Empires 2 on dial-up back in the day. And we played teams, and we were in a nasty combo of Vikings and Celts, because he loved the Viking berserkers and I loved the Celts just because the Celts were so fast. I think that was their big advantage in the game, is that the Woad Raiders were some of the fastest special units that weren't horses, and they were easy to build too, if I recall. I just started playing Age of Empires again. It's been a while. And yeah, I think this app might actually work. I may do a secondary stairway going up here, like a little one, to head up to the tower battlements. I think that's going to be, the best compromise that we can get at the moment. Let's create our little dirt bridge. Now, I'm probably going to die. I have made huge castles before, and I've died multiple times because I do not pay attention to how high I am when I'm doing this kind of work. Maybe I should build a scaffold. Go all or Michelangelo on this. Nice. That was... Now, how high did it get before we... Basically from one floor to the other. With this 1, 2, 3... blah, blah, blah. So this floor would be right here. It would start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a fiver. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more layer. And then we can start laying the floor for our actual tower. Or for the battlements. And I may need to recount that again just to see. Now I'm going to be adding like touch-ups and whatnot, so this doesn't look just like a typical cold stone tower. So just letting you guys know that. So this is the floor. 1, 2, 3. Actually, this would be a 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, we'll go ahead and put the floor right there. That'll work. That's more than high enough for our purposes, what we're actually needing. So. So how many of you watched that Game of Thrones finale last night? Don't worry, give me this conversation will be spoiler free, but holy crap. I did not see that come. Well, I did kind of see it coming. I didn't know it was going to be that bad or good, depending on your preferences. But good grief. Now for this one, this is actually going to be the battlements itself. We're going to put stone like so here. And wait. Everything was going so well. There we are. Now, these are not going to be the full battlements, but these are going to be basically the lower level, and then I'm going to get some stone blocks or stone slabs and stack them 4 up here to actually look, I think it'll look kind of impressive. Let's drop down. I need to put some like slime barriers all around here, I'm thinking. Actually, nope, I know what we need to do. I know what we need to do. Need to make more stairs. All the stairs. And if we do this with all the towers, that'll be about right. So, if tower's right there. There we are. That's better. So we are going to make basically it wider. On this side, let's keep the walkway going here. And keep... That's better. That's what we needed. And this will actually take care of another problem I was seeing in terms... Because one of the most annoying things about doing builds based off stuff is that Minecraft may not have the particular blocks that you're needing, so you have to kind of improvise. And you do the best with what you can. As normal. As usual. Ack! I hate working with stairs. But yeah, cannot wait for Season 6. I kind of want to make a meme with Tywin Lannister with a smug look on his face saying, "Miss me now?" But... Yep. No one is safe. I'm actually, after I'm probably done recording this, I'm going to go on YouTube and watch some reaction videos. For those of you, I mean, if nothing is funnier to me than watching reaction videos like the Red Wedding reaction and stuff like that. Those crack me up. And now I definitely have to watch the reaction videos from last night. So let's get through this. And apparently it happened in the books too. What happened? The horrible thing that I cannot speak of. So I was not aware of that. And yeah, that's going to look a lot better. And I still have the shovel, so that's good. 3, 4, 5. And I guess we'll have to use some brick for the rest of this. Should have got some netherrack. But no worries. We still need to work on our nether hub here before too much longer. We'll just use some wood here. I guess I could make some ladders. I've got enough sticks for it. But yeah, so this is actually a good base. This is actually going to be bigger than the other towers. The other towers are going to be 5 by 5 instead of 7 by 7. But I can do a little bit of guesstimating to see how many stairs I'm going to need for the towers and not necessarily for the stairs. But this was definitely one of the... I don't think it was one of. It was the darkest season of Game of Thrones. Like, no doubt the darkest. Which means that it's going to get good. I know it's been depressing for some. It's actually been pretty depressing for some folks. But there we go. Just hang on there. Remember, George R. R. Martin, in the case of his passing, has told the creators of... Or not the creators, but the producers... you know, they'd be the creators of the TV show, how everything is going to end. So, we need to get some sleep before the zombies show up. Back to base camp. I like the fact that we went ahead and committed and put down our ender chest, because I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to look really good when we finished with everything. And there's some other color highlights that we can do. Most of the castles, when you drop them down in Age of Empires, they had an outline on some of their battlements to denote what team they were on. And, oh, Serpentine! Finish you off there. And I'm going to have to add that to... Actually, I think I may have to add it to that block right above the stairway. Maybe I could do some lapis or some such. Oh, I could do some cut brick. I haven't done that. I actually haven't really worked with that before. Or the etched brick, you know, the stuff that actually looks like carved and nice. I'm not sure how you build that. Is it just with the stone bricks? Nope. No, it is not. I'm going to have to look at that. But let's work our way up here and get the interior sorted out. What we could do is, I mean, if we did a stairway, I think that would look kind of strange Tell you what. Let's get the stone brick here. Because this is the floor. Can we actually... If I set that brick there... Okay, cool. We can put a bit of a barrier here. And obviously that blocks, so... Okay, cool. And then we will put a hole right there. And a hole right there. And with some... We got plenty of sticks with us right now. We might as well. We will make 6 ladders. We'll set them... Oh, I actually need more. Whoops. Go ahead and get that fixed. But now we'll have access to all the castle battlements. The thing about it is, if you look at the picture of the castle, you can go on Google Images and look at this castle that I'm wanting to build. Just look German Castle, Age of Empires. And it should, or Age of Empires 2 rather, because I know there have been others. You can see kind of what I'm wanting to go here, but a lot of these castles, these towers, look like they weren't built to actually enter. So we're going to have to fix that and add some detail work and all that fun stuff. So let's get these done. Now, one of the things that we could do here is if we get that etched block, we can put it all along here, and then, yeah, I think that's actually going to look good. Let me drop down one more. Oh, we also need to get the windows sorted. Let's do, let me look at my picture here. On the back near the stairs, we need to put a window right there, and on this lower level we'll put a window right there. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think for the purposes due to the fact that we have to have 2 floors, I think that looks good. And I think we'll put some iron bars so they don't look too inviting. Because after all, this is the gatehouse. This is the area where normally they have to say, go away. And yeah, I was going to put that down one more level, but you can actually see walking up the stairs, everything, so that actually works out. Okay, guys, well, it's a start. Definitely have to say that about it. It is a start. Now, a lot of this may have to be replaced because I'm actually going to be having to build a circular tower within this. This is actually going to combine with another tower of the main keep. But I like where it's going. It's definitely has potential. And I'm going to go and look for that chiseled stone and see about getting some of that made, hopefully, and seeing how that looks like. And I think that'll take care of our color situation. Or maybe some lapis. That actually, ooh, that makes me worried how much lapis it would take to actually do these towers. But that's a problem for another day. So I'll go ahead and end it here. If you liked the episode, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.